brought the dog around, holding it up by the leash, like he's trying to choke it or something like that. And then he walked around to the other side, held it up, punched it in the head, dropped it, and kicked it.
Tonight on the award-winning Newswatch, witnesses say the dog was beaten, choked, and kicked by its owner. Tonight, Newswatch checks up on the animal who's on the mend at the Coles County Animal Shelter. Also tonight,
the mother of a 7-year-old girl found dead in Effingham County heads to court today, accused of interfering with the investigation to find her missing daughter. Plus,
the Arctic blast continues, but for how long? This is Newswatch, and your Tuesday's edition starts right now.
This is the award-winning Newswatch.
A Beagle Pug mix is improving under the care of an animal shelter director after Mattoon police say it was abused by its owner. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jaleesa Paramore.
And I'm Savannah Tomei. Well, the story is definitely one that's hard to hear. 26-year-old Michael Schutz is accused of abusing his dog at a home on the 400 block of West Park Plaza.
Witnesses told police they saw the abuse and couldn't believe what was happening to this 10-pound dog. Newswatch's Maggie Hockenberry has been following the case and the dog's road to recovery. She joins us live in the studio with the latest. Good evening, Maggie.
Good evening, Jaleesa. Earlier today, I spoke with that witness, and as you can imagine, he wants to remain anonymous, but he says it's simply amazing the dog survived all the trauma.
Tossing it up and just letting it drop and just being abusive to it real bad, and it was just uncalled for.
This is what a Mattoon resident says he saw Michael Schutz doing to his little dog, a pug beagle mix that's now known as Pedroia. But that's not all. He says the dog was punched, choked, and spun around on its leash. A call was made to police about a week ago, and that's when Michael Schutz was arrested and charged with animal cruelty. Authorities say the dog was taken to the Coles County Animal Shelter to heal.
On December 2nd, Ryan Livingston, one of my drivers, received a night call about a guy that had abused a dog. Mattoon PD requested our assistance to take the dog into our facility.
Coles County Animal Rescue Director Julie Dieter says she sees a lot of abuse cases, but this one stands out. She says Pedroia was malnourished and suffering from bruises and paw burns. The animal had been standing for long periods of time in her own urine, but the pug mix is on the road to recovery thanks to Dieters and her family.
She was only 10.2 pounds at the time. She's now 11.10 just in a week's time. She was very timid, very scared. She has come out of it.
Dieter says Pedroia is friendly, and she can't believe someone could do that to a defenseless animal. Her husband Ned has also taken a liking to the rescued pup.
She was right by my side once I got home. She followed me everywhere I went, and she ate a lot. She was eating a lot. She's a real nice dog.
Right now, sending Pedroia to a good home will have to wait. She needs more time to heal.
She's coming home with me every night. She's getting pretty attached to our family, so if the ride home comes along, I'd like to see her go to a good home.
A dog is just like a kid. They don't need to be mistreated or anything like that.
Dieter says Pedroia is putting on more weight but still getting used to a normal feeding schedule. Along with trying to keep her weight regulated, the shelter is also helping the dog adjust to people. Schutz was issued a notice to appear in Coles County Court, but a court date hasn't been set. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Maggie Hockenberry. Savannah, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Maggie. Also tonight, the mother of a murdered 7-year-old Watson girl makes her first appearance in court on charges she interfered with the investigation into her daughter's disappearance. 26-year-old Sierra DeRike is charged with an obstruction of a peace officer. During today's proceedings, DeRike was appointed a public defender. Authorities say DeRike claimed to have last seen her daughter alive in their home the morning of September 8th, but they say the girl was already deceased. Willow Long's body was found the next day near a river. Sierra's brother, Justin DeRike, is charged with Willow's murder. His trial is February 10th. Champaign police say multiple people were robbed at gunpoint in the same neighborhood. Police say in both cases this week, the crimes took place in an area known as Dobbins Downs. Police say the first victim was a pizza driver who was robbed of money and food when he was delivering in the 1500 block of Kingsway Drive. The other victim, a local service worker, was targeted as he left the Dobbins Downs area on the 1600 block of Dobbins Drive. So far, no arrests have been made.
Well, it was a nice day. It still had a chill in the air. Right now we've got clear skies, no precipitation. We won't have precipitation for the next few days. And then daytime highs today, though, they got up to 30. How is this possible? Well, it felt colder. That's because we had gusty west winds, and that dropped the wind chill values across the region. So we had 30 in Charleston, 30 in Decatur, and 32 in Effingham. And we'll continue to see these types of temperatures later on. Now for tomorrow, 8 a.m., morning commute, 20 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Will warm up to about 24 for the lunchtime, and then by the next broadcast, partly cloudy skies and 21. I'll have more in a little bit.
Thanks, Cameron. We'll get ready to go a little faster on the highway. Starting January 1st, the speed limit on Illinois interstates will be 70 miles per hour instead of 65. But the Illinois Department of Transportation says you can't legally go 70 until the new speed limit signs are put in place. IDOT says they hope to put all the new signs by January 17th. The speed limit isn't the only thing going up. Some local court costs could go up too. Tonight, the Coles County Board will consider whether to raise the fees on marriage license, automation fees, and a documentation storage fee. The circuit clerk's office says the funds would help cover the court's computer systems. The board will consider the increase later tonight at 7 at the Coles County Courthouse. The numbers are adding up for college students as well. Students are taking on more debt to get a degree. A new report shows the class of 2012 graduated with an average debt close to $30,000. That's up nearly $4,000 from the class of 2011. The Institute for College Access and Success conducted the report. The group's research director says rising tuition and families' limited ability to contribute to college costs are causing students to take on more debt.
And in tonight's Capitol Watch, Senator Mark Kirk has undergone more surgery. The Highland Park Republican, who's partially paralyzed from a stroke, had stomach pains over the weekend, and doctors removed his gallbladder. Kirk will miss some votes in Washington this week as a result. He expects to make a full recovery. The Illinois Department of Natural Resources is looking for the public's opinion. Coming up on Monday, the IDNR will be hosting a hearing in Effingham on hydraulic fracturing. The process is a way to gather oil and natural gas from underground. The hearing starts at 6:30 in the Holiday Inn Hotel Ballroom. Written comments can be submitted to the department by January 3rd. Visit their website for more information.
A public library is on a mission to help families reconnect with documents misplaced by the November 17th tornadoes. The Morton Public Library in Tazewell County has collected and cataloged more than 1,000 documents. Photos, military records, love letters, marriage license, and even baseball cards are still arriving in the library's mail. While many documents still need sorted through, workers hope to return those items to their rightful owners. Well, how about a little sunshine for the next few days?
Well, enjoy it now because more snow is headed to central Illinois. Your Skywatch report is coming up next.